5 years ago, I was introduced to my favorite sport, racket. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters. It was 5 years ago I was introduced to my favorite sport here at the University of Georgia, which was racquetball. And for those of you who don't know, racquetball is like indoor tennis, but instead of hitting it over a net, you hit the front wall. Hitting the front wall is representative of the championship. So first, when I saw these courts at the University of Georgia's Recreation Center, I didn't know what it was, but I was curious. So I went in, rented some rackets and balls, and played with my friends, roommates. And I beat all of them, just because I was more coordinated. So I thought I was good, right? Alright, these guys are nothing. This sport's easy. And so I played with these guys for maybe about another year, and I never lost. So I thought, good, the sport's easy. Little did I know. But a year later, I meet a guy at a party. His name is Eric Navarro, who's now one of my best friends. And we somehow got on the topic of playing racquetball, and he said, I play as well. But what I didn't know was that his play racquetball was not my play racquetball. Eric was a tournament player. Eric had been playing racquetball for 10 plus years, and he had traveled around different states, and he played for money. A little bit of a different level. So obviously, Eric wiped the floor with me, and for me, that was a humbling experience. I realized that there was a lot more to the sport, that I was lacking a lot of technique, a lot of strategy, a lot of mental capacity about this sport. And so I started hunkering down and getting more serious about it, watching videos, actually practicing, drilling, going in there by myself just to practice certain shots. Started getting better. I myself became a tournament player. Started traveling around in different states, Georgia, all around Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, Tennessee, North Carolina, playing these tournaments. In one tournament in South Carolina, I played a guy named Leighton Boast. Now Leighton is about 5'6", 5'7", and this man is big. He's probably close to, I'd say 280 pounds. This man is big. And he's my opponent. And so I go up, shake his hand right before we play, and in my mind, I'm looking at him. In my mind, this is going to be easy. And it was. For him. Leighton ruined me. It wasn't even close. What he lacked in speed, he made up for in reflexes and anticipation. I thought I could hit it by him. He knew exactly where I was going to hit it, and he was there. Leighton missed 2 shots the entire match. Now, to put it in terms that are more understandable, like in basketball, so let's say he took about 90 shots. That's about right for a full match, 2 games out of 3. Leighton missed 2 shots. So that's a basketball player taking 90 shots and making 88 shots. You don't see that very often. And of course, he destroyed it. I only probably got 1 or 2 points. Again, this was another humbling experience where I had to take a step back and kind of reflect on myself and realize that I do have a lot of potential. And there is always something better. When you set a goal for yourself, you look up the mountain, the peak of the mountain, and say, I want to go there. And you climb, you put in the work, you put in the time. You get there, and you're so happy. You celebrate, you look down, and you say, wow, this is the path that I've climbed up. We got to realize that's not all. Because once you get to the peak, look up again. There's another peak. There's always something better to strive for. And in my racquetball training, that's something I've learned. But getting to a certain level, it's not enough. There's always room for improvement. And this isn't a discouraging thing. This is more of an inspirational thing. This is, where can I take this? Because there's always room for improvement. There's always something to better yourself. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said that, in my walks of life, every man I meet is a superior in some way. And in that, I learned. And in my racquetball journey, with all the people I meet, there's definitely something to be learned. And there's new peaks. And there's always something to keep striving for. And so Toastmasters, just like myself, that I have now taken upon this philosophy, I'd like to encourage you as well. Keep on climbing. Toastmasters.